It seems to me that the Commonwealth should or could represent a pivotal voice in these matters. After all, it includes almost a third of the world's population, a fifth of its land mass, and comprises a wide spectrum of national contexts, ranging from those most vulnerable to climate change to those most responsible.
The magnitude of the threat from climate change, especially for those whose endowment or stage of development renders them more vulnerable and less resilient, make it incumbent upon us to shift from mere adaptation and mitigation towards approaches capable of transforming climate change into a window of opportunity.
I was very glad to be able to participate in this important high-level meeting because I think we do need a new narrative on climate change, and it's a narrative that's based on the solutions. And I think the idea of regenerative development to tackle climate change makes so much sense because we need to get carbon out of the atmosphere as much as possible.
I think we're getting at the point that the cost of not acting is going to be higher than the cost of acting. The cost of loss of biodiversity right now in the world is already 3% of the global GDP. The cost of the climate change itself, if you look at the World Bank, Christine Lagarde said $5.3 trillion is the cost of direct or indirect that we have as a result of climate change. 8 million people dying prematurely. You don't want to be responsible for that.
My message is to reflect back to humanity what it is doing and what it does know about reversing global warming, as opposed to another message about how bad it's getting and how quickly it's getting worse, which is the message we get quite often and quite well, and it is not a message we need to hear much more of. We need to hear messages about what we can do to solve global warming.
It's affecting so many countries within the Commonwealth. We are those small islands, and I was just talking to the guys from Solomon Islands and Fiji. You know, it's real. This is real. This isn't a theory. This isn't a game. When you get hit by cyclones and when you're getting hit by your fresh water is being contaminated by salt water and your crops are failing, this is not a game. But people are having serious conversations about this because these are their people, and these are our people. This is our world, and I just feel, let's get on it. Come on, it's time.